Hey, welcome back, everyone. This is the Puck Drops here. We're going to do a new segment where I go to the National Hockey League. One's going to be called Game Center. We're just starting the first episode now. Game Center will be specific predictions on the National Hockey League and the games going on today. We'll talk a little about the stats. I'll give you my games, and we can go through that. I'll help you guys with bets if you want to play some too on the National Hockey League today. All right, let's get into it. We have the first game at 1 o'clock today. We have it in Barclays Center, Brooklyn, the Florida Panthers against the New York Islanders. This, of course, is the playoff rematch of 2016 in the quarters when the New York Islanders beat the Florida Panthers in 6 games. Florida is 7-3-5, which is a good record, but it can improve, obviously, as all teams can improve. The Red Hot New York Islanders, who just lost after being up 3-0 against the Pittsburgh Penguins in that building, want to get back in the win column. They're 11-3-1, second in the Metropolitan Division and fourth in the National Hockey League. I say this one that the Islanders are favored. I think the Islanders will end up winning this one 5-3. The game-winning goal scored by Matt Barzal. So that one, 1 o'clock. That is New York Islanders victory. On to the next game is the last game in Sweden, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Puck drop in Sweden. Buffalo Sabres against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay won last afternoon. Excuse me, 3-2. Victor Hedman had a goal and an assist. The Swede played really well. Buffalo has a good defensive core and a lot of good young players, but they've got to a slump. You can't get to a slump in this league that we play in and manage. The Buffalo Sabres have to get back onto the win column, and I think they will at 9-5-2. Tampa is 7-5-2, and this is another divisional matchup. This will be the third time the Buffalo Sabres have played the Tampa Bay Lightning all year long. And if you go 0-3 against a team in your division, not good. So, Buffalo will win this one 3-1. The game winner, Sam Reinhart. So that's another huge game in Sweden. And those will be it for the early games. Then we get to 7 o'clock. Toronto and Philadelphia. Flyers and Maple Leafs. Last time we saw this game, we saw them in Toronto and in Philadelphia, And the Flyers ended up losing on an 11-round penalty shot by Andres Johnson for the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is another game on CBC. It's a big Canadian matchup, even though one of the teams is Canadian, one of the teams is not. Philadelphia is 8-5-2, the team that I picked preseason to go to the Eastern Conference Final against the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Toronto Maple Leafs are 9-5-3 after 2 nights ago, winning in overtime over Vegas with a goal by Captain Johnny Tavares. I think Toronto wins this again. I think at home, they want the win, they need the win. They're a more talented team right now than Philadelphia is, especially offensively. And I think this game goes to overtime 4-3, and Austin Matthews wins it for Toronto. Huge game, but I think the Leafs get it done. Another 7 o'clock game down the road, well, a little more, but in the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec. A 1993 Stanley Cup Final rematch, Los Angeles Kings and Canadiens. The Kings are 5-10-1. They haven't been very good. They weren't expected to be very good, and that they're now playing Montreal. The Canadiens have been 8-5-3. They've got some good wins, like those against Vegas and the Boston Bruins. But you need the win. I don't think they'll get it. I really think the Kings are going to come into that building, and they're going to get the statement win. 2-0, Kopitar the game winner. So, big in that one. In regulation, I'll announce if it goes to overtime or shootout. In Ottawa, another Eastern Canadian team hosting. Senators host Carolina. Carolina at a good 9-6-1. The Ottawa Senators at a 5-9-1. Still the worst record in the league, but not terrible. Carolina takes care of the Senators 4-1 with the game-winning goal by Martinook. The Carolina Hurricanes are really interesting. I like what they do because they have a really exquisite blend of youth and depth and strength. This is a team that in a few years could probably win the Stanley Cup just in the way they are able to trade and draft and get free agents. The goaltender is good too because Connor McElhenney, Peter Mrazek has played really well in goal, and I've been surprised of how potent they've had James Reimer, former Toronto Maple Leaf, playing goal for the Carolina Hurricanes. He's played well. So again, Carolina 4-1 over Ottawa. Another 7 o'clock start and another Stanley Cup final rematch in Pittsburgh. This one's another 90s one. It's from 1992. Chicago Blackhawks and Pittsburgh Penguins. Chicago has been struggling in the best division in hockey, the Central Division, at a 5-7-3 record. The Pittsburgh Penguins sit at a 9-6-1 record, and Pittsburgh really would like to build on the victory that they got coming back in overtime, Brian Rust's overtime goal against the New York Islanders. I think Chicago comes in and wins this though. I really do, and I think it's an overtime win for Jonathan Toews by Patrick Kane. That line has been good. I wonder if they put Strome with it, because Strome played so well with Kane last year, and he really hasn't played that much with Patrick Kane. So there is that, of course, to talk about, to discuss with Chicago and Pittsburgh. Another 7 o'clock start and another Stanley Cup final rematch. It's the final one of the night. The Las Vegas Golden Knights are in Capital One Arena Center against the Washington Caps. The Capitals have one of the best records in the league. 12-2-3. Absolutely astounding how good Washington has been. I mean, I expected them to be a game-breaking hockey club, but not this good this early on. Vegas is at 9-5-3, which is pretty good for about average in the entire league. They were expected to be on top of the Pacific Division, especially when you look along how the San Jose Sharks have struggled as of late, and they have been Vegas' only nemesis. So Vegas has played well, but the Caps have been absolutely incredible. Definitely the story of the National Hockey League. I think the Vegas Knights steal this one, though, 5-3, and the game-winning goal by the one and only William Karlsson. The first game to go 8 o'clock Eastern Time is in Phoenix, Glendale, Arizona. It's the Coyotes against the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota has been struggling at 5-10-1 with more issues with the goaltender Devon Dubnyk, and you don't really know what to look at when you talk about Alexander Stalock, who is the backup goalie for the Minnesota Wild. Phoenix is 9-5-2 around around the same point of contention that the Vegas Golden Knights are at, including the fact that they have a slightly better record than Vegas because they have one less overtime/shootout loss. I think the Coyotes win this one 3-2 in overtime. The overtime goal scored by Oliver Ekman-Larsson, the captain. So that's that 8 o'clock game there for Arizona. The 9 o'clock game, one of the last three tonight on Saturday, will be the Colorado Avalanche against the Columbus Blue Jackets, the two COLs. Excuse me for that lame pun. Columbus against Colorado, and we know that Colorado just lost Nikita Zadorov, who has been one of their good blue liners. Columbus, which is at a 6-7-3. The Avs, who are at 9-5-2, second best record in National Hockey League. Columbus wins this one 4-1, going away in Denver for an upset. The game-winning goal scored by Gustav Nyquist, who is an Av killer, especially when he played for the Detroit Red Wings. A really nice game in Alberta is brewing after that. Calgary Flame team that has gotten hot. They've been on fire. And the defending champion St. Louis Blues were 11-3-3. The Blues have had the defense and the offense flowing for them, completely melding and mixing in an awesome way, especially if you're a fan of the blue and yellow. And St. Louis, I believe, though, is going to lose in overtime 5-4 in Calgary, who have been monsters in overtime. And I think the overtime goal is going to be scored by Matthew Tkachuk. So they go to 11-4, 11-3-4. But St. Louis definitely has been a nice story, not getting that Stanley Cup slump for St. Louis. And the nightcap, one of the good rivalries in the Western Conference, the second time these teams have met all season. A struggling San Jose Sharks team at home in the SAP Center against the Nashville Predators. Nashville's in the middle of the pack again at 9-5-2, and the San Jose Sharks are under 500, 6-10-1. That was not expected for San Jose. But they're going to have to get a win, and Patrick Marleau's been good, which has been surprising for San Jose, just coming back to that teal color in his jersey. San Jose and Nashville playing tonight. I believe San Jose will win 3-0 over the Nashville Predators, shocking when the game-winning goal scored by Barclay Goodrow. So that one will be interesting. All the games will be good tonight, and that concludes this episode, the first ever episode of Game Center. For the puck drops here, I'm Peter Fifitt, of course. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be ready for hopefully the next one tomorrow. And happy hockey, everybody.